Do you guys feel it? It's a fun Friday. Listen, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the social. Cynthia is off today. We've got iHeartRadio host Meredith Shaw and public speaker Jim Gamble joining us. Okay, guys, it's a big day out there in music land, especially if you're a Swiftie. Oh, we've got some here. All right, Taylor Swift has dropped her latest album entitled Midnights. She dropped it in the morning hours. Critics are now calling her, if we didn't know before, a pop music mastermind. Taylor revealing self-loathing and revenge inspired this latest album. There is a lot to dissect. Why? Because that's what Taylor does best. She leaves all the nuggets in the music, so let's dissect. What do we think of the new album, ladies?
Well, Swiftmas came early. Swiftmas came early. I'm from iHeartRadio, so we have been counting down this release. One of the biggest, most anticipated, and honestly, after listening to the album as many times as I could over and over again this morning, it does not disappoint. And I think we're all ready for a little revenge. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. In particular, some Taylor Swift revenge, because she's been taking it kind of every which way for a while. And, she's 32 years old. And I think, famous or not, interesting things start to happen when you're 32 years old as a woman.
Yes.
I think you start stepping into something, and, that doesn't negate her situation. And I think she really is stepping into a voice that we have loved. She's back working with producer Jack Antonoff, so we love that kind of grit and edge that she's given us. But she's also, spilling some tea.
Like?
Specifically. Well, I just so happen to have a lyric. Okay, so this is off Mastermind. No one wanted to play... Oh, no, sorry. Oh, this is... Okay, sorry. I did this, and then the Beyonce gods came for me. I don't know. Okay. No. What I'm saying here is that she said this about Carly Kloss, about Scott Borchetta, and about some of the label situation that she's been going through. When the words of a sister come back in whispers that prove she was not, in fact, what she seems, not a twin from your dreams, she's a crook who got caught. And there's some thought there that it is about Carly, and that she told some secrets to the label that she was working with, which now is why she wasn't able to own her masters, why she started to re-record her work. So that's one of the many little droplets, and it's all in It's Time to Go. So if you're gonna listen to one song and you want all the goods, It's Time to Go is the track.
Oh, okay.
I'll listen to that one.
Right.
I'm not a big Swiftie. I'm sorry. That one lady was like, yeah! And I was like, I'm sorry. Renaissance, right? That's where I'm at. But I do like a little musical tea. So count me in.
It's Time to Go. That's
It's Time
the one.
to Go?
That's
all
the one to
right.
listen
I'm
to.
in.
She talks about, in the lead single off of this album, she talks about tea time. So the lead single is called Antihero, and one of the lyrics is, at tea time, everyone agrees. Like, she's basically saying, it's always me, I'm the problem. At tea time, everyone agrees. And then when, at the end of the song, when she sings Everyone Agrees, she goes like this, everyone agrees.
Oh, snakes.
There you go.
I know something.
Yeah.
I love the nuggets. I appreciate Taylor Swift's music, but you know me, the first criteria I have on any new album is, can I dance to it at the club?
The club.
And Taylor is great, but Taylor's genre is not a renaissance where every single song I need on rotation at the club. So it's different music for me. I am glad that she's back to pop. I know she kind of disappeared in the forest for a few years, and then she's out of the forest now. She met some fairies and whimsical things, and she's back. Thank goodness, because that's my genre of music that I like. But even though I'm not a massive fan, I love the nuggets that she spills all over. It's like she's writing these little notes, and then hardcore Swifties, I'm sure, as I've seen online today, everyone's dissecting, and I learned something. I just feel like I woke up today to some facts that other people have known forever. There's a subsect of her fan base called Gaylers, not Taylors, Gaylers, who believe and that some of the lyrics in the song are to allude to a queerness in her, that she has had some relationships with same-sex, same-sex relationships.
Okay.
I'm not the only
You're not the only one. Yeah.
I'm not the only Oh, thank God. I pride myself on knowing a little bit about everything. Didn't know that one. And so then I'm like, who has Taylor Swift dated? Who's a woman?
Tell us.
There are names. There's a whole list of names that include actress Diane Agron.
Diana,
pardon me. See, that girl. Carly Kloss, the model, who's now married to one of the Kushners out there. Also, there is one more that I'm missing. In any case, all of these names started coming. I was like, where have I been? So so apparently the first track in the entire album is called Lavender Haze, and a lot of the Gaylors are like, see, that is her in her post-coital glow, and they believe it's alluding to a same-sex relationship.
Or until she shut it down.
Until she shut it down.
Until she shut it down.
You know. But then the other.
I'm thinking that maybe she's high.
No. Oh, come on
now.
Lavender Haze.
No.
Here's the thing about Taylor is that
Lyricist.
Taylor is the opposite of many artists who prefer to leave the lyrics on the table and let you run away with it. Taylor will explain a lot. So she has then now gone back and she's released videos and written little blurbs online where she's explained Lavender Haze comes from Mad Men. She was watching Mad Men. She heard the expression.
I've since all read that, but I love the first theory better.
I mean, so do her fans. So do her fans. I love what you're saying, Mel, about like, you know, she did like, you know, the Washington Post just said this week that this is what the relationship that she's built with her fans is that this is the game that they like playing. Everybody likes playing this game, both Taylor and her fans. So I think that that's also how you build fan loyalty. There are very few artists, there are a few, but very few who have the dedication that Swifties have.
And
the time.
Yeah.
But I will say that the evolution of Taylor Swift beyond these games is businesswoman, entrepreneur, like mega powerful filmmaker. She directed and wrote this music video for Antihero. And I don't think that she's leaned into that side of herself enough until now. So you mentioned the song Mastermind.
Yes.
It's track 13 off the album. In theory, it's a song about masterminding your romance. But what it really is basically saying, I am ambitious, I am manipulative.
Ooh.
When I see what I want, I go and get it. I scheme.
I like it.
In a Machiavellian way.
Yeah.
And that could also apply not just to her romances, but her career. Yes, I want the trophy. Yes, I want the money.
And I'm not afraid to say it out loud, you know, which I think is so beautiful. And she rhymes it. Do you know what I mean?
And she rhymes
it's all
it.
like scheme, the syncopation. It's yummy, you
There's
know?
delicious writing.
Will I become a Swiftie?
Yes.
You might.
It's today. It's happening today.
The other thing I learned is her boyfriend, Joe Alwyn, who she's been with for many, many years now, he co-wrote a song called Sweet Nothing, and he has a pseudonym. So if you look on the liner notes and you see who wrote, it's under William Bowery, which is his writing name. So right away I went to that song, because I'm like, what are Joe and Taylor writing together?
They're engaged.
And well, this was the thing. And she writes really beautiful lines. For example, I found myself running home to your sweet nothings. I'll take their pushing, shoving. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was nothing. And I was like, that's so nice. This is so
nice,
wholesome. Taylor. It's so wholesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of good wholesomeness coming out of it, and some revenge and some edge. And what I was saying off the top was that, you know, this is sort of how I feel like she's been, and it's from Mastermind. No one wanted to play with me as a kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal since to make them love me and make it seem effortless. And I feel like that is the snapshot of what she has been trying to do her entire career,
finally
which is
owning
like
it.
love me. And now she can, and we do, and so does Jam, and we're good.
I feel like she needs to give her therapist some credit also on there. That sounds like straight from the psychologist's couch. I love it. Hey, listen, we're going to take another breather here. We're going to then answer this question after the break. Should the TV series The Crown actually come with a fictional disclaimer before each and every episode? And it has people divided. Keep thinking about that. We're going to dive into that debate after the break.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.